Modern technology has brought to life things that at one time were only make-believe. Some of you listening to me might have heard of the comic strip about a crime-solving detective named Dick Tracy. He had a two-way radio wristwatch. That comic strip was entertainment and fantasy in 1946, but is now a real-life experience for those who have a two-way video wristwatch by the Apple Corporation. Fictional stories featuring electric cars appeared as early as in the 1910s. An example is the 1910 book Tom Swift and His Electric Runabout, which talked about a high-speed electric car. Those fantasies and imaginations have led to real-world electric vehicles that can be bought from any car dealer throughout the world. I point out two examples of something that was at one time fantasy that has become reality. Now let me draw your attention to something that sounds like fantasy to the modern mind, but was a real-world experience to people who were a part of it as far back as 2,000 years ago. The author of the Gospel of Luke opens his account of the life of Jesus with these bold words in Luke chapter 1, verses 1 through 4, which says, "Many people have set out to write accounts about the events that have been fulfilled among us. They use the eyewitness reports circulating among us from the early disciples. Having carefully investigated everything from the beginning, I also have decided to write an accurate account for you, most honorable Theophilus, so you can be certain of the truth of everything you were taught." Think about this. Stories about two-way communication gadgets and electric cars inspired fantasy to become reality. But the bold account of the Gospel of Luke challenges the reader to believe the testimony of the eyewitnesses to the miracles of Jesus, the teachings of Jesus, and Jesus coming back to life after being put to death by crucifixion is not fantasy, but true, and is still true 2,000 years later. This is Pastor Mike, reminding you that the gospel of Jesus is not a story that we hope one day will become true. It is fact to the eyewitnesses and good news for all who believed back then, and is still good news for you today.